Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome to Astral Luck. So today's topic is different. It's not a tarot reading as you can understand. It's how to change everything in your life, how to move forward in your life, how to release tension, how to release your struggle in life. That's something that I'm going to talk about. Believe it or not, there are certain time periods every year which are meant for specific things in life. And during this time, if you do a certain ritual, you will be able to release a lot of tension in your life. You will be able to release a lot of uh, bad karma, or you can also release a lot of tensions that are being passed to you through your lineage. So I'm talking about a very Vedic principle from Vedic astrology and from a Hindu point of system, but it is applicable to all because we all believe in this law of karma that we take the lineage forward and we inherit the karmas of our ancestors, of our past, or sometimes it's cyclic. We take birth in the same lineage to take the karma of our own actions in the next life. Call it whatever you want, but there is a way and there's a system to break that. So I'll talk about that in a very short video now, helping you to do a very short prayer on two specific dates, and that's when you will be able to find some sense of release and freedom in your life. So starting from 2nd September to 17th of September 2020, in according to the Hindu calendar, it's Pitru Paksha. Pitru Paksha is a period where Hindus actually uh, remember their ancestors, seek their blessings, seek forgiveness from them, and ask for solutions or offer their homage to their ancestors. And it's a simple ritual. You can make it as complicated as you want. You can make it as simple as you want. But before we get into all those aspects, I just want to give you a little briefing about who are Pitrus. Are they ancestors? Are they somebody very different? Let's get into that. Don't worry, I'm not going to take a lot of your time and I'll make it very simple. So, Pitrus are your ancestors who have achieved freedom from life and death. Usually, what happens, according to the common belief, is that when you die, you come back and take birth again because you have a certain desire to be fulfilled. We all die with a certain desire, and then to fulfill that desire, we come back. That's what happens. That's the circle of life, and that's how it functions. But then there are certain people who achieve a sense of detachment, who don't have any desires, and they are so fulfilled, so positive, so innocent that they don't want to come back because they know that this is an endless cycle and they are caught in this and they don't want to be here. So they have achieved some kind of supreme knowledge, super consciousness. They have, as I always say, that God for me is the divine universe, and they have achieved a direct connection, direct channel with the divine universe, and they, after they die, they just move on and get connected with the divine universe, and they don't have to come back and relive the misery to fulfill a certain desire. They don't do that. So those set of people from our ancestors, not everyone, are called Pitrus. So are Pitrus and ancestors same? Yes and no. So your ancestors are someone on this list. This is a family chart of generations. Maybe 10% of these people in the ancestry might have become Pitrus because they have not taken rebirth and they have gone and taken a shelter in the divine consciousness and they have not come back to the earth. So these are the supreme beings now. They are elevated and they still care for you. They care for me. They care for their lineage. They care for the people. They see how many mistakes we make every day and how many mistakes we have made in our past lives to live this life in whichever form we are living, good or bad or luxurious or non so luxurious, lonely or crowded with people, happy, sad. They're seeing everything and they want to help us. And this is the time period. Every year it comes around this time, but then the dates are different based on the moon cycles. So this year it is between 2nd of September to 17th of September. And you may ask me, why am I making this video now on 6th September? Why did not I make this video before 2nd September? There's a reason for it and I'll get back to that. What I wanted to tell you here is that the Pitrus are watching us and they want to help us, and they are very knowledgeable people because they have broken the cycle and they have liberated themselves, and they want everyone in their lineage to break the cycle and get connected with the divine consciousness and move away from this rat race. So they are always trying to help us. Only thing is that we need to reach out to them and ask for help. So there are special days for it. So the complete cycle is from these 16 days, but among these 16 days there are two special days. If you know anything about Vedic astrology, you must have heard about nakshatras. And there are two specific nakshatras which are associated with ancestors, which is Bharani and Magha. So on 7th and 8th, depending on where you are located in the world geographically, Bharani Nakshatra is getting activated. You can actually Google it, Bharani Nakshatra in September in your location, and it will give you the exact time. It's there for almost 20 hours to 24 hours in that nakshatra, and you can actually do a lot of small rituals. You can light a candle remembering your ancestors and praying to your ancestors to guide you to solve a specific problem in your life, to help you to get satisfaction in life. So you can do that on these two dates, 7th or 8th, depending on your geographical location. When moon is in Bharani Nakshatra, Google that moon in Bharani Nakshatra, and 14th or 15th of September, depending on where you are geographically based, moon in Magha Nakshatra. So Bharani Nakshatra is ruled by Lord Yama, Lord of Death. According to the mythology, he was the first person to get that liberation, and then he was also the first ancestor for all of us. So on that day, you can actually remember your ancestors, your Pitrus who have gone and got that liberation and have got moksha. You can connect with them through your prayers, and you'll see that you will be divinely motivated and the solutions will come instantly or through various channels you won't even realize. And Magha is ruled by Pitrus themselves. So Bharni is ruled by Lord Yama, the god of death, and Magha is ruled by the Pitrus. So what does Bharni Nakshatra helps us to do? It helps us to understand what are the unnecessary things in our life and what unnecessary things we are carrying on our shoulder, making it even more heavier to move forward easily. And it helps us to realize that and helps us to eliminate those things. And Magha is almost putting an end, putting a full stop, putting a period to all those unnecessary things that we don't take them forward. We don't take them forward in our life after 17th of September. So if we start praying on these 2 days and start connecting with our ancestors, you will see that ancestors is a very loose term, Pitru is the accurate term. So you will see that maybe the solution will come through an email or through a certain someone, or you yourself will have an enlightenment moment that, okay, this is my problem, this is the solution. Or you will suddenly find someone coming to you from your soul family saying that this is the solution and I can help you. Or somebody will be sending you a message, or somebody will be trying to connect with you or trying to talk with you, and they will give you the solution. So they are there everywhere and they will be there to help you. So that's a very short video about Pitrus. Please follow this recommendation and it will help you in a very specific divine moment in your life.